Right, so let's start with some breaking inputs that have just come in, and they've come in from India's neighbouring nation of Nepal. Now, according to the latest bit of information that is coming in, the upper house of the Nepalese legislature has now passed the newly proposed controversial map, which includes the Indian territories of Kalapani, Limpiadhura and Lipu Lake as Nepalese territories. The bill that has now been passed both by the lower house of the parliament and also the upper house of the legislature will be sent to the President of Nepal, Vidya Devi Bhandari, for her assent. And once the bill gets the presidential ratification, the bill will officially become law. With that, it will also incorporate these three areas into the new map. And with this, it of course becomes a part of Nepal's coat of arms. And this comes after the bill, remember, has already been passed by the lower house last week. Nepal, it appears, is miffed with India constructing a road in Lipu Lake. This 80 kilometers road had been built well within the Indian territory in the state of Uttarakhand, which connects pretty close to the line of actual control and opens a new route for the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra via the Lipu Lake Pass. But Nepal has been repeatedly claiming that this is a breach of agreement reached between the two neighboring nations. So this is the new development that has actually taken place, where the Nepalese upper house of legislature has in fact cleared this controversial bill that amends the constitution of Nepal. And with this, three territories that are a part of India's sovereign territory have now been incorporated in the map. It is very, very interesting as to why Nepal would want to do a lot of this. Many people speculate that the reason why Nepal is fighting for these boundaries, for these regions, Kalapani, Lipu Lake and Limpiadhura, is because of the backing that it is getting from Beijing. Remember, these are three territories that are a part of Indian territory. There is no question about that. And Nepal, by passing a legislation within its own parliament, by bringing about a constitutional amendment, wants to try and acquire these three territories of Kalapani, Limpiadhura and Lipu Lake as part of Nepalese territory. So the question, of course, is why is Nepal raking up the border issue with India at a time when it wants its two largest, at a time when the two large neighbors are locked in a tense border standoff? Now, all signs indicate to the fact that the Communist Party of China has a significant role to play. The brinkmanship of the Nepalese leader, KP Sharma Oli, it appears is something that has been backed by the Chinese. The strategic Lipu Lake Pass is important for Beijing as it is for India. It falls on the India-Nepal-China tri-junction, and getting the Lipu Lake will provide China unfettered access, if it ever wants to get very close to the line of actual control. So this is the big development that has taken place, where, remember, India has of course rejected this particular bill that's been passed in the Nepalese parliament. The bill seeks to revise the map. It's a constitutional amendment in Nepal. The regions of Lipu Lake, Kalapani and Limpiadhura have been sought to be acquired by Nepal by passing a law in its own parliament, and with that it wants to change the map and incorporate these three Indian territories as Nepalese territories. It is being widely speculated that the reason why Nepal is doing all of this is because it has the backing of Beijing. Now, India has of course rejected this change of map. It has said that this is something which is unacceptable, and it has also said that these territories fall under the Indian territory, and therefore these changes are simply untenable.